I literally need to remind people of the fucking hell that they put me through that they weren't entitled to do to me in the first place, as they are mistaken, and it would only take doing a little bit of research to figure that out. I don't think I need to, especially when it's all there in black and white, and it's my goddamn life and my work, solo art practice, and career that was begun long ago, before even moving back to Chicago, that you little bitches never had anything to do with. You never had any say in. It was never about any of you goddamn people here who only treated me like shit. It was never for any of your goddamn use. Neither was my privacy and life, and you've mistaken me with Miriam Farish, I believe, who is a Las Vegas prostitute that I went to Baylor with, who she flunked out of Baylor, and is from Dallas, so you might want to look her up. Or Leah Fartwano, or Meg Trash from Tranquility, or I don't know, Nikki Troll shit. I don't know these people. They have no say in my goddamn life, or what I'm talking about, or what I do with my work and my conceptual art practice that was, again, begun in 2015, truly as a residency in an illustration business in 2007. How dare you contradict me on who I am, what I'm about, what my art practice, my pre-established art practice is about, what I mean. I don't need any help with any of that. How dare you insult my intelligence? Do you even know what the University of Chicago lab schools are? Though honestly, it's the top 5 schools in the world. I don't need any help from people who don't know the first thing of what I'm talking about and couldn't grasp a fucking concept in the beginning. Trying to lay claim or tell me what the fuck I mean. I don't need that. Don't you fucking insult me with your goddamn fucking shit. Your stolen property. Your Photoshop shit. It's not like people haven't ever heard of Photoshop, and it's a safe bet that most of those shit's Photoshopped. That is defamation. What the fuck do you think it is? Trespassing on someone's property, recording them, photoshopping shit, defamation, fraud, identity theft, conspiracy, your whole little narcissistic game shit, you abusers. You weren't welcome in my life to begin with. You were listening to Distorted Parrot. What the fuck do you think Satan is? Who's not me, who does not have permission to speak on my behalf, who does not know me and hasn't had the first clue about what I'm fucking talking about. Did not study art or fashion, doesn't know anything. No, of course I don't need their help. This is an independent art practice about my perspective on a wide variety of topics. Get your fucking shit out of my goddamn life. It's not for your mockery. It's not for your fucking abuse. It's not for your insulting. It's not for your theft. It's not for your distortion. It's not for your interpretation. Especially when insulting. When you've all been nothing but detrimental drains to me, if not completely unaware of your existence, because I don't know any of you people. To have you be doing the things that you've been doing is beyond inappropriate and obviously unprofessional, as most exploitation would be, and not necessary. I was doing this long before any of you. I highly resent your goddamn trying to steal or enforce what you believe to be fact about me, but I've stated my facts, and I'm the one who lived my life, so I would know that. I disagree with your assessment, and I wouldn't even presume to do that to anyone, or to force my way into someone's life or art practice and say it's about me. That seems like the most narcissistic. That seems like a narcissistic personality disorder to me, to think that you have some place in my life, or that it would be about you, or for your use, or that you would have a say over me and my own life, about who I am, and what I like, what I want. The fact that I'm a straight, natural woman, never in question. Let's talk to all my ex-boyfriends. I find what you've done completely insulting. You're not entitled to do what you fucking want in my life, or to my property, or with my property. Definitely not on my property. I don't know what kind of entitled person would think that they are. Self-righteous, arrogant, all of it. You're not me. None of you people are me. I don't represent you. You don't represent me. I would not need anyone representing me, as I'm right here, alive, breathing, well, and simply need the space that most artists are afforded, as well as the resources, in order to do my job, instead of people skimming off of or just taking for themselves my entire salary like Leah. Now you're gonna get the fuck out of my life and realize that it was never for your fucking use. It was never about you goddamn people. You're not me. I'm not any of your goddamn wives or girlfriends or anyone. I'm me, Caitlin Carlisle. I'm the sole creator of my art practice and art YouTube channel, and not a prostitute and not a call girl. Thank you very much. I find you completely insulting, as I worked my entire life to not, be seen as something that I'm not, I guess, and to develop my work and skill and talent and intelligence and abilities and who I am as a person, challenging myself, moving to New York, living independently there for 7 years on my own, thriving, socially great, all of it. Put myself through school, worked in restaurants, took out loans, graduated magna cum laude from FIT, the top 5 design school in the world, because I'm an artist and designer, is my background, and all facts would prove. It boggles my mind how anyone, if they even had the slightest idea of how much went into this and how intrinsically intertwined it is with my own life and specific to where I was, like Einstein's College, upstate New York, where I was brought in as a creative consultant to learn about genomics and DNA. It's not about anyone else, as it's from my perspective, although I might touch on topics that relate to a multitude of people, as I am part of this world, and that's what artists are, reflective of their world and their own life, and their own take on that. Otherwise, it's just a mixture of everything that could be, as art is, and there'd be no way to distinguish artists from artists, except for their point of view, which is what I have my art channel there for, to express mine and to be the sole original creator of my initiative that is based on connections, and the connections being the paint that would be in place of actual physical paint. It's my medium. It mixes the goddamn videos together and creates a timeline, a concept, and it's an art practice. Not every goddamn thing is a work of art. Sometimes it's practice. It's all for my experimentation and development and evolution and tracking of that and proof and documentation. I mean, I don't know why you don't go bother some other tarot reader or someone else that, I don't know. I really truly don't know why anyone had a problem with me at all, and I don't really care. I don't want to be like you people. I think what you've done is atrocious, and there's like mounting crimes, so I don't really know what you're very smug of. I think I would smack the shit out of you if I saw you smirking at me, because you're so fucking stupid. You don't know the first thing what you're talking about, and you have no say in my life to begin with anyways, so I don't know why you'd be smirking. You've only caused damage to someone who doesn't deserve it. It was unwarranted and unprovoked. And I think you have a mistaken identity, as it would seem. So I'm very well aware of the life I've led and the things I've done and who I am, and I don't speak in your stolen word associations and translations that I initiated that are based on my birth chart, not yours. So really, you truly don't have a say about any of it or what any of it means. Plus, astrology videos are there to give an overall idea. Every astrologer has a different take, and that's what astrology and tarot allows for you to do, is to see if you relate to something or not. Not everything is fact. You ask yourself something and you learn whether or not it's about you, and if you relate to that as a characteristic trait within yourself, you learn a little bit more about yourself. I'm not there to be your goddamn punching bag or your goddamn toy or your goddamn mockery fodder. nor do you know what the fuck you're talking about, and you have no right to take what I've made and put it out of order or do any of it. You have no right to speak on my behalf. You have no right to goddamn, really, even pretend to be me. I find it completely insulting. Obviously, you have no right to forge anyone's signature or claim credit for someone else's work or life or any of it. I know how I spent my time. I know I was here alone because I was isolated and defamed by you goddamn people. Again, wrongfully and unprovoked and unwarranted. Are you mad about some football game? Are you really going to take football advice from someone who doesn't know the first thing about it and saw a falcon, maybe a falcon, I'm not sure, I'm not a bird expert, fly overhead in Arizona, when you should have been able to grasp that it's relating to the Garden of Eden, and that is the point. It's a risk, and it might not end well, and if you go by history, you probably shouldn't do it. I don't know. Or poison apple. You could have made those correlations and thought, hey, this is an art concept, an experiment, and I have no right to make decisions and blame someone else for not using my own discernment. Have some. Also realize I'm speaking in first person grammar. Learn it, love it, use it all the time. And my art practice is going to be what it is and what I want it to be, and I was never part of your little games or your vindictive shit and mockery and whatnot, nor was I made aware of it, nor did I have a chance to defend myself, or why would I even, I'm not concerned with you people. I'm not part of your lives, you're not part of mine. You forced your way into my life, into my home, into my property. You're devaluing little shits because you don't even have the ability to know what the fuck I'm talking about to begin with, so you just try to diminish it down to your level, which is just, it's not okay. You don't go into a museum or an art studio of someone else and A, take their work, or B, take their paintbrushes and say, paint me a masterpiece, or C, tell them what the fuck they meant and why they were painting what they painted. Or paint over. Get the fuck out of my goddamn life. This is my goddamn career, not your, your sadistic game. Get your fucking shit out of my life. I'm not here to appease anyone I don't care for or know, or who's treated me badly or poorly. And I'm not here to goddamn agree with people who are contradicting on my own facts. I wouldn't need your help at all in knowing who I am. And do you just sit around in powwows like, it's up to us to correct your wayward ways and, show the light and teach her lessons, up to us. You have nothing to do with my life. I don't need your goddamn help. I actually knew interesting, cool people in New York where I thrived and was successful. My business was taking off and was healthy and maintaining an apartment and independent lifestyle, even with landlord problems. And then come back here and I'm tired town of conspiracy, sociopathic shit people who enjoy just taking out their fucking issues on people and deflecting, although I don't know what the fuck, I never signed up for this shit. I have no interest in your issues or your burdens or your goddamn, you have been confused with someone else. Photoshop shit, especially when corrected by the person whose body it is. I would hope that you not be so fucking insulting and un-PC, especially nowadays when everyone's like, oh, make sure to be correct about her, she, and him, he, I, they, all that shit. Don't be goddamn hypocrite, little fucking retards. I don't need your goddamn help in telling me who the fuck I am. I don't need your goddamn abuse or harassment. I don't need your acting out my playlist, because that's not what they're there for, and I find you weird and obnoxious and off-putting and not anything I would want to know or need to see. And I'm just a normal woman and not trying to play immature games, and most of the things that I talk about in regards to other people in this town at least are pretty sarcastic and facetious. I have no willingness to deal with that shit or put up with your issues. I said what I will not tolerate. You have no right to goddamn harass or do anything against anyone, especially you're not owed anything to. Get the fuck out of my way and out of my life. You're not necessary, you're not needed, never were. You have nothing to do with my life or my work or whatnot and why I create it. And it's not for your goddamn end use. It's what it is. If you have a problem with that, that's fine, but you have to get the fuck out of my life. You don't get to stick around harassing and tormenting me every fucking day, taking advantage of me, or causing emotional, mental, physical, and now sexual abuse. The fuck do you think exploitation is, and all kinds of derogatory, defamatory, misogynistic, goddamn defamatory slander against someone and their body and their sexuality? What the fuck do you think it is? I don't go into your home and tell you how to live or who you are or what to do with your time. I don't take your fucking salary. I don't harass and abuse you people besides yelling at you out my window for split seconds that you hear me. I don't have your numbers. I don't know who you people are. I don't even know what we're exactly talking about here because I was not a part of it. I have nothing to do with it. And my life doesn't align with your lies and perceptions of me. So how the hell else do you think I would let you know that except scream at you out my fucking window? Although I'm kind of over because my throat's kind of botched now. My voice is kind of botched now, so I'm kind of over that. You're just going to hear me and you're going to believe it because it's my goddamn life. And I'm the only one who has a say in it anyways. And I don't need your fucking help, and they're all lies that they've been saying. So truly and honestly, don't be insulting, condescending little shits proving to me every fucking day why I don't like you. It has nothing to do with any of you. And I'm not here for your goddamn harassment. I don't find any of you really very particularly interesting or friendly or exciting or inspiring, and that I'm not here for your goddamn fucking abuse. I'm here for me and my career and my livelihood and to save up for my future. As I have my entire life been working and saving and pulling my own weight and putting myself through school, and even my allowance came with a chore checklist. I don't expect anything for free. I don't know why anyone would come to me expecting anything for free, except unless you were dating me, and in which case, yeah, sex would be free because I'm not a goddamn prostitute, and I value myself a little bit more than that. I don't debase myself down to their standards or levels, although I wasn't judging them on that until they started to pass judgment on me and simply corrected them. And that's all that you need to know. You're not entitled to know anything about me, or you're not entitled to some sort of justification, or I don't know, for me to give two shits about your goddamn feelings, as if you gave two shits about mine when you were goddamn dragging my name through the mud and trying your hardest to fame and steal my goddamn property and humiliate and embarrass and all of it. You're not welcome in my life. I don't need your goddamn fucking abuse. I don't want it. Thank you. You're plagiarist little shit impersonators, distorted ones. You've no idea how stupid you all look and how ignorant you all look when you don't have the first idea about who I am. I'm not willing to change my goddamn life to match your fucking lies just so you're not discredited. I worked 8 years to, track my predictions and everything that was going on in my life so that I would maintain some credibility despite any attacks like yours against me and who I am in my life and what I've created here. So again, I don't need your goddamn shit, and I don't really care what you think, but you have no place to contradict me or do anything that would be damaging to my career and opportunities and livelihood and well-being, as that is what damages are made of. And you've all goddamn felt entitled to my livelihood thus far, splitting up between yourselves while trying to make me look crazy and not passing along any information so that I would question what the fuck was going on for years in the dark while you goddamn partied on my money and on my fucking time in my goddamn private studio that I never agreed to share with anyone, that I've waited 8 years to have since losing my last one, that was then weirdly recreated by Meg from Tranquility at Joplin Marley Studio, or whatever the fuck that place was called, verbatim, after her complimenting of my studio Instagram pictures. It's all there. All you have to do is do your little bit of research so you don't, at least make yourselves look so stupid. Because I know how dumb you all look and what you don't know and what you're not talking about and what you goddamn choose to dismiss and what you haven't been informed of. And I know that you're goddamn all fake little shits. You're a little copying of my data, my playlists, my stories, my insights, my predictions, my everything in some way, shape, or form, if not all of it. So get your fucking goddamn life out of mine. I'm not here to be goddamn replaced by anyone or, I don't know, share my life with anyone that thinks they're me. Get your fucking deluded selves out of my goddamn life. I would never need your fucking reflection or any of it in order to do what I was doing and no longer am doing. Imagine that. People disrespect me, I no longer do that shit for them. Nor was I goddamn doing it for them. To be clear, it was an experiment, testing my trend forecasting skills, which I studied while studying abroad in Paris in college. It's an actual applied studies that anyone would take, even if they were going into economic forecasting. Get your shit out of my life. I am not here to goddamn do your jobs or do anything or provide for you goddamn people at all. I mean what I say. I don't need your fucking distorted spin or your attempts to excuse yourselves. I'm not at all concerned with your feelings. This is a goddamn career. It's business, not personal. When it comes to you people, it is personal. When it comes to me, but it's also goddamn art practice and a business. And I have photo evident proof and facts and documentation, which is why I think it's really silly that anyone thinks that they could even begin to plagiarize the complexity of what I created here and how intertwined it is with my own life. And if they even knew what to look for, they wouldn't attempt it because they'd see that all these people have gotten on board with my own practice, themes, codes, symbolism, and way of building my art practice. It's not on me to change anything regarding my career and how I create art or my methodology or how I live or who I am, just because your lies don't match with it and you want something for free. Go do your own jobs, you incompetent shit. You're already paid for that. And you stole 8 years of my life that you never deserved. And you made them miserable because of your ignorance. So if anything, the only thing you fucking deserve is goddamn to know the cost of your own ignorance that I had to suffer for the last 8 years. And your inability to be self-reflective people who, I don't know, feel the need to take out your issues on someone who doesn't deserve them, proving just how, I don't know, undeserving, again, you are of any kind of sacrifice or anything, although it was never about that. I don't go into your homes and lives and businesses and tell you you need to start sacrificing for me and miss out on your life so that I can have a get the fuck gone. My money goes directly to me. My livelihood, my profits go directly to me. You have nothing to do with me. I never gave consent. You have no right to be on my property. No right to what I created here. No right to fuck with it at all. And no right to spew lies regarding me. That's considered defamation of character and damages to my career, as defamation often results in. I'm not concerned with you goddamn shit. You're not of any significance to me whatsoever. I don't work for free and I don't work for you goddamn shit. I especially don't work for condescending little fucks who goddamn have deludedly led themselves to believe that there's some sort of parent or authority figure in my life. No, I run my own life, I run my own business, I run my own goddamn art practice. I pretty much raised myself and lived independently for 11 years away from the home. So the only failures I see are you goddamn shit people who couldn't use your fucking heads for 1 fucking minute in order to avoid the trauma, setback, loss, confusion, embarrassment, and probably lawsuits that are going to ensue due to your goddamn inability to do some research or to think for yourselves in an attempt to appease some frizzy limpball piece of shit who desperately wants to be me. It's pathetic. Now get your fucking goddamn shit out of my life. She's not me. None of you fucking shit on me. And I have nothing to do with any of you. It wouldn't matter if I even knew you because it's still my goddamn life, art practice. And facts and preferences and my say regarding my life. That's all that matters. And I won't stand for any stupid little bitch pretending to have any say or place in it whom I don't even know. Like all of you goddamn shit, now get the fuck gone. Unless you're a decent person who has some fucking information for me and wants to, I don't know, be a decent person that comes forward and, you know, clears the air and wants to account for things, or even just be a nice person who witnessed what the fuck they're doing and thinks it's atrocious as it is, and inappropriate, unprofessional, unwarranted, and all of the above. And I need you to get the fuck out of my goddamn personal space and private goddamn business that never, ever was never about you goddamn shit. I don't know. How could it be? Stop being the most narcissistic shit, spoiled, entitled, rotten shit rodents I've ever goddamn encountered in my life. This obnoxious shit I don't think I've ever had to dealt with in not even middle school or high school. I moved beyond that. I would hope you have too, especially considering you're also goddamn condescending, thinking that you have some right to parent in my life, or have some life to be proud of that I would never want, that I look down on, that I, at the very least, am neutral on and don't give two fucks about. And you're gonna get the fuck gone. And you're gonna shut your fucking traps, because we don't need anything out either end from any of you stupid bitches. I don't like your fucking names, that I don't like my opinion. You earned it. You deserved it. You've proven it. Walks like it, talks like it, acts like it. I'm not here to look past anything. I'm not here to even concern myself with you or try to read your minds or figure out what you fucking did. You had no consideration and neglected to tell me, while telling me, let it go so that we can keep doing this. No. The only people that need to change are your goddamn lives. You people. I have nothing to do with. I'm not responsible for you. You're not goddamn part of this. You're not a part of my goddamn life and have no influence on it whatsoever. I don't provide for any of you. My money goes directly to me, as most starving artists would probably demand. And ability to pay studio rent and whatnot first, before goddamn providing stupid little shits the ability to rent goddamn expensive convertibles or buy houses. Get your fucking shit out of my life. You are not a part of this. Never have done any work. It's my goddamn life, my work. I've done all of it. It's all of my goddamn life. Ours experience. That's the fucking point. I experienced that shit. I'm not trying to re-experience it. Get the fuck out of my life. You've been the worst shit the worst goddamn people I've ever encountered. And I hope to never goddamn know, ever. Who the fuck would want to? Ask yourselves that. Do you think you radiate sparkle and you're just like beautiful human beings? No. I don't share any body parts. I don't share any life or any goddamn mind or anything with anyone. My own body, complete whole person. What kind of ridiculous shit even goddamn pretends to go along with some lie, horrible lie like that? Get the fuck gone, you traumatizing bastard. Shit. I am so sick of goddamn rodents living off of me and goddamn making my life a living nightmare. You have no goddamn leg to stand on, no place to do so, no rights in my goddamn life, nothing to say about me, and you need to goddamn look at your own fucking ugly faces, which I don't know why the hell you leave the house looking like that. Ignorance is bliss, but goddamn it. Maybe run a comb through your goddamn disgusting hornet's nest hair shit. I'm trying to help you goddamn shit, saying how awful you look, and I get it. I grew up here. All the goddamn Mother Macaulay girls, you don't have men to impress at school, you just look like slobs all the time, but I thought people grew up from that. I'm just saying. It's not my style. Do what the fuck you want. You're not insulting me by it. I don't care to at all to even see your goddamn faces. Oh my god, I wish I was somewhere else. 100%. But you should be so lucky just to be in my goddamn presence. Honestly, I've never goddamn encountered such awful people. And the fact that you've gotten so much out of me and from me and profited so much as you have, even as the goddamn target to your goddamn abuse and backlash and shit that you never had any right to take out on me. I'm sorry, your wives are just jealous little fucking shits that never amounted to anything and are just, I don't know, unaccomplished and insecure, and their lives are just like homely little picket white fences. I don't care, though. To each their own desires. I wasn't insulting you until you started goddamn. You judge me, I judge you. How dare you think you could ever match me on my level? We don't have the same experience, we don't have the same education, we don't have the same culture. I'm cultured, you're not. I grew up in an academic community with my parents, goddamn, master's, PhD. I don't even know where you get any of this shit from. Or that you have think that you have any right to speak. The amount of loss and harm that you fucking shit with your goddamn immature little shit games and goddamn defamatory abuse and Photoshop shit. Yes, it's all Photoshopped. No, I don't have a fucking penis. Has cost me and my family more than you can fucking imagine, more than your lives are worth in totality. I hope you goddamn shit slit your throat because we do not goddamn need you on this planet. That's how goddamn insignificant you people are. And to think that you had any right at all, ever, to speak to me the way that you did is beyond, I don't know, just ignorant. How stupid you were making yourselves look. You don't even have the foresight or insight, as you claim to, when you're just plagiarizing my work and bugging my property in order to do so.